up, y'all? Man, it's a nice day outside. I can't lie to y'all. It's just, woo, boy. So I want to talk with y'all a little bit. Just open up some discussion. What people think about parenting. Let's have an open dialogue. Let's see, where this conversation goes. Let's just be transparent with one another. Gotta adjust the music. So, in my personal experience, what an absent parent means to a child is there's a missing piece to the puzzle. Not only that, the question I want to ask is why, when, and I'm asking from a father's perspective because I see it so much, why is it that when a father wants to see his children, why do mothers try to keep them from their kids? Why wouldn't you allow them to have time with them, to spend some time with them, even if you know you've been locked up, you've done some things in your past? A child still deserves to see their the other parent, because then they can make a conscious decision whether they want to be in the parent's life or not. But at least give them a chance, man. You know what I'm saying? Give them a chance to form a bond or relationship, because you don't know how that's going to affect the child. Even the system, the crooked system that we have, is geared towards just helping out mothers. Most of the systems. I'm talking from my own perspective. For me, as a father who's taking care of his kids, literally taking care of them hand and foot with not a lot, the system is still against me. A lot of stuff been said, a lot of stuff been done in darkness. But at the end of the day, what's done in the dark will soon come to the light. The truth will prevail. But just not having a parent there, it affects a child in so many ways, y'all. And even some women, even when they get with a brother, that want to help her with her children, she's still on guard with that. But that even affects the kids too, because you could be in a relationship with the mother and have a relationship with the kids as well, but if you're not doing right by the mother, then y'all break up or whatever, that affects the kids because you had an influence on them. Or vice versa, if it's the mother that's doing something and the father end up leaving, or the stepdaddy, whatever y'all want to call him. I say the father because it takes a real man to take care of somebody else's child. But that affects the children. It doesn't affect you mostly. It affects the kids. It affects their upbringing and how they interpret relationships. That's why I tell them, even if you and the mother don't work out, you and the father don't work out, still allow them to see the children, allow them to still have that whatever effect they had on them to help those kids. But it's a touchy subject, it really is, because a lot of people don't understand that, it takes two to tango. It takes two to actually raise children. It takes a village, to be honest with y'all. It takes a village to raise children, because it's not an easy task. It's not an easy task that you want to do by yourself. It's something that you don't want to do by yourself because, number one, you didn't create them by yourself. You had help with that. But it's crazy that when you bring a life into the world, some people like to run away from it. They don't want that responsibility. They don't want the responsibility, but they want to keep on going out there and having sex without condoms and just doing all these things, just creating all these lives and then abandon them. And then, your kids have abandonment issues when they get older. It's a problem. It's a serious problem. And don't nobody want to talk about it, but it's real. It's for real. It's why a lot of brothers turn to gangs and violence and stealing and killing because of abandonment. There's nobody there. There's a father that's not there, or there's a mother that's not there, that's not doing what this. But there's two that's not there, that's willing to say, you know what, scratch this lifestyle that I used to live, scratch this stuff that I used to do. I want to raise my children up differently. I want to raise them up the right way. Not many brothers want to be out there, and say, you know what, man, I only want this lifestyle because why? It's all about the money. It's all about that dollar bill. Oh, I'm trying to get this paper. I'm trying to put up this whole image of I'm the man, and I don't take no mess, and I'm going to die from this. Like, man, for what? For what? You joined the gang for what? The gang ain't going to help you like that, because they not conscious as well. You know why? Because they conditioned the same way. That's why you over there, because y'all all conditioned the same way. Not having a father figure, not having a male role model, a real one, to give you the facts, to help you in your lifestyle. That's the problem that we have. And even with women as well, with the daughters. A lot of daughters don't even know their worth because something may have happened to them when they was young. Even brothers. Somebody may have touched on them, done some things to them that conditioned their mind. You literally got to grow up too early. You ain't supposed to grow up that fast. When you're a kid, you're supposed to stay a kid and enjoy life, But I'm an 80s baby, so I'm telling you, like, we had to grow up too daggone fast. We grew up so fast because we out here in the streets, outside, playing with our friends, doing all these other things. But little did we know, we go to our friend's house, all you see is a mama. You never saw a father. I mean, some houses, I can't say never, because there were some households you did see a father. But most of the households, you never saw a father. You always saw the mother working and providing and struggling while your kids is out there doing I don't know what. Because it's just the way we was conditioned. Going out there, going outside, get out my face, go play with your friends. We out there playing. We learning how to be grown out there. We learning how to get it in, how to holler at as many women as we want to, how to holler at this older man. Women learn how to talk to an older brother, learn how to look grown, act grown. And then when you get older, you can't even get into a relationship. You can't even find love. Because you tried to find it too early. You tried to grow up too fast. So there's literally still a little boy and a little girl inside of each one of us that's trying to still find its way because of abandonment issues. But don't nobody want to talk about that. Don't nobody want to give the realness of it, the fullness of it. People want to just stay and hide in darkness. And that's the reason some of us have problems with raising our own children, because we conditioned that way. We learned this stuff. We were taught this. And now that we want to unlearn it, now it's a problem. When you want to tell your story, when you want to tell, okay, well, this is what happened to me, this is what happened to me. You tell your kids that, or you tell other kids that, like, this is why you shouldn't do this, because this is what you will suffer from. This is why you shouldn't be out here sleeping with a bunch of men and a bunch of women. This is why you shouldn't be showing off your body to all these people, because people watching you, stalking you. And what do? They try to take your essence from you. They want to rape you. They want to beat you. And some of them even want to kill you. And they don't have no remorse. But the thing about it is your condition. Because you didn't have a father. This is what happens to a fatherless world. This is what happens to that. Most of it is we didn't have fathers. I mean, there's some households where you didn't have mothers as well. Some mothers may turn to hooking, turn to drugs, whatever it was. But mostly, like on the average, 80%, let's say 80-20. 80-20. 80% of that, it's a lot of men that don't know how to be fathers. It's a lot of men that wasn't given that chance because they didn't have that example. I tell people all the time, man, my father not being there for me, which we have a better relationship now where we cool, but my father not being there for me made me the father that I am today. It taught me how I didn't want to abandon my children. I didn't want to lead them the same way that my family led me. I wanted to teach them a new way. Because everybody was conditioned, everybody was taught and trained. And still today, people are still taught and trained. It's time for brothers to step up. It's time for men to step up and be fathers. Even if the child ain't yours. Take care of the child like it was yours, because you know what it feels like to be abandoned. If it's a daughter, love on her. Teach her. Teach her what type of man that she should have, how a man is supposed to treat her. Teach your sons how to treat the women, how to treat the mother of his children when he has some, or just the woman, period. How to open doors, how to pull out chairs, how to respect her, how to honor her and love her, how to get an understanding of her, how to not yell at her and tear her down, because she's a delicate flower that should be watered daily so she can blossom and bloom. But some people don't think that way. They think it's corny for a man to treat a woman with the utmost respect. Oh, you in the panties? Nah, brother, I ain't in no panties. I just love my woman. You know what I'm saying? And you should do the same. You ain't gotta love every single woman out here. Just one. And maybe you are the one to help break the cycle of what she thought a man was. Because I hear it all the time. Oh, all men are dogs, all men are the same. So if all of us brothers said all of women are the same, all women are, them words that they use, them long words, we be out of order, because every sister finna come, rah, 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 rah. But we gotta hear all the time, all men are dogs. Men don't know how to treat women. You're right. Men don't know how to treat women. But you also gotta look at yourself too and say, we don't even know how to treat a man. We don't know how to love a man. We don't know how to respect a man and submit to a man. Because we're conditioned that way. Oh, I don't need no man for anything. Yeah, you do. I mean, can you have a child on your own? Yeah, you can go get, the stuff over there, but can you raise a young boy on your own? I mean, there are some women out there that can raise a young man, but only a real man can teach a man, a boy, how to be a man. Just look, that's like us raising daughters. We can't teach a woman or a young girl everything that she needs to know. There's a woman that needs to step in and take that place, because she grew up from a little girl, to a woman. So she knows what it entails. She's seen that lifestyle. But when something is missing, something is lacking, you'll fall for anything. You'll try to find love in so many ways. Little girls, always, young ladies, looking for love in all the wrong places, because all they want is somebody to love on them. They're looking for something that they didn't have when they was a child. Men, trying to find themselves on how to be a man, because it's something that they didn't have, and it's something that we struggle with, something that we literally struggle with. The problem is that we don't talk enough. Us as men, we don't talk enough. We won't come out and tell our story. We won't tell a sister how we feeling, because we conditioned that way. Oh, real men don't cry. Oh, she can't help me with my problems. That's far from the truth. That's far from the truth. That's a serious issue that a lot of us brothers, we go through, is because we don't talk enough. We won't tell them how we feeling at the time when they ask us, hey babe, how you feeling? We be like, I'm alright, I'm cool, I'm straight. But we want them to tell us everything. Like, baby, how your day? How was everything for you? And it's like, oh, I'm cool, I'm straight. You want to know why? Because you trained her that way. You literally trained her that way. You conditioned her mind that way. What we're supposed to do when we come into each other's lives, we're supposed to add to it. But you won't know this if you don't study to show yourself approved. Don't you know that you get into a relationship, you're supposed to treat each other how you want to be treated. Talk to each other how you want to be talked to. Love on each other how you want to be loved. Because you become one. But again, too many people out here trying to do their own thing. I want to do this, but I want to bring this into the relationship. Oh, I want to do this, but I want to bring this into the relationship. Nah, I don't agree with that. Nah, I don't agree with that. That's the problem. Because you're not equally yoked. You didn't spend time enough with one another. You just jump straight into sex. That's the problem. We jump straight into sex. And we get those soul ties and those strongholds. Then you wonder why your kids grow up and do the same thing you did. Because you can't tell them not to do something that you're still doing. You can't tell them nothing because of what we allow to come into our household on the TV, through the music. But if we train them up the right way, we raise them up the right way, we come into the household, we're literally doing everything that we said we're gonna do. Okay, baby, I don't want to do this. All right, babe, I don't want to do that either. All right, I would like to bring this into the household. Okay, cool, that sounds nice. But that's why you got to get to know a person before you lie down with a person. I see sisters all the time on my timeline, and some brothers too. It's more sisters than anything, talking about how they brought a man into their household, into their lifestyle, and they didn't even really know this brother. But they gave away their essence to this brother. They gave away their money. They brought him into their household, and all he did was use them and move on to the next one. Oh, I'm done with relationships. I can't stand it. I did blah, blah, this. Why men do this all the time? You allow them to. Because you don't know your self-worth. You don't know how to just be a friend first. You want an interview process. I want to interview. I want to see what he working with. I want to see how he work it, girl. Or even the brothers. Like, I'm trying to find out what she can do. What that mouth do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, let's just be honest, man. Like, let's just keep it a whole dollar. This is the problem. Nobody wants to wait anymore. Nobody wants to take the time to get to know a person. Like, take them out on dates and go to the park, you know, and relax for a picnic. You know, the little things, the small things that people consider wimpy. I always want to go to a hotel and, you know, get it in or do all these things, go to special places. Like, man, scratch all that. We can save our money. Shoot. We ain't got to go out to eat. Shoot. Let's go in there and go cook up something. Let's go to a park and a picnic, sit down, relax on a blanket, and just enjoy each other. Let's go to a movie at night. Oh, well, wait a minute. You ain't got to go to movies no more. You can literally bring the movie to your house. You got a fire stick. Pop you some popcorn. But this is what you can train your kids for. Like, you know, this is what you can train your kids. Like, hey, look, these are other things that you can do. We don't have to argue and fuss all the time. Don't nobody like all that drama? Well, I can say some people do like drama. Because they'll share some drama in a heartbeat. But when you tell the truth, like, what is that? When you bring the knowledge and the wisdom and to give people an understanding, they're like, nah, I'm not finna share that. I'm not sharing that. That brother ain't famous yet. Or that sister ain't famous. But yet still you want to help out the ones that's already famous. Amen, windows and walls. You want to share all their stuff. You want to, oh, well, I really like him. He's sexy. Or I really like her. She's sexy. She got body, this, and that. But she famous. Yet still she don't even know you. He don't even know you. But there's some people that do know you, that you on their timelines or what have you, and you won't share none of that. You won't like and subscribe or whatever, you know, because y'all do know that your likes and subscribes and your comments on the platforms, they're actually paying people for those. They literally are. But we're not here to talk about that. We're talking about relationships and absent parents. But this is the thing, you know, that we have to get an understanding of, is that sisters, when a brother comes into your life, a real one, don't run that brother off. Don't run that brother off with all the what we consider nagging. And to me, a real brother wouldn't even run away. Wouldn't run away. He would listen to you to get an understanding. He would listen to you like, okay, this sister been hurt before, so let me listen to her so I can fix the problem. I can be the solution to her problem if she will allow me to. But use your strategic ways that you did out there in the world in the sinful way, in the negative ways, and bring that into your lifestyle in a positive way. Learn from it. Every relationship that we've been in that failed has been nothing but a learning lesson on how to be a blessing to the next one that you want to be with, to that wife that you want to be with, or to that husband that you want to be with. It's been a lesson. But I tell people all the time, do not bring the problems of your previous relationship or relationships from old into this new relationship. Because if a brother or sister can't handle it, they will run. They will run. You gotta understand, when people get in a relationship, it's for that. A relationship. You should relate to one another and help each other. Build together. There should be so many kings and queens around here building together, yet still, what you seeing? So many broken up relationships, broken partnerships. When you look on TV, do you really see a lot of power couples? When you watch Love and Hip Hop or whatever them shows is that you watch, you see so much drama on there. And what do? They start with the women. That's why it's called Housewives of Atlanta or Basketball Wives, because they use the women first. They use the women to draw you in, and then they bring the brothers in. They bring the drama in. Oh, well, this brother got a fine wife over here, but he don't know how to treat her. He's still out creeping and cheating, doing all the things. And they literally on television showing this stuff, and people are loving it. Like, oh, dang, we can do that too? I want me a side piece. I want me for what? You want that drama? Like, who wants the drama? What's that? Say the drama for your mama. Like, for real. Say the drama for your mama. But literally, like, TV has conditioned us to tell us that it's okay for that stuff to happen. You know, like I said, they always use the women first. They bring them fine sisters on there. But them fine ones be the ones that bring a lot of drama. Not all of them, but some of them. The ones that just too hot to trot. They're just like, can't nobody touch me. Can't no man. Look, boy, I'm here to tell you. They use them. And then they bring the brothers in, the ones that's swole and good looking and all of that. And them brothers be like, can't no woman tell me nothing. Yeah, she fine, but I'm fine too, and I can get any woman I want to. But that destroys a family. That destroys a family. It doesn't help anything. It destroys it. That's why I stopped watching it. Because it's literally making us look like we don't know how to live. Making black folks look like, and I'm talking about it too, I'm going to be honest with you. It looks like black folks don't know how to get along together. And all we is about drama. Ain't nobody on there spreading no positive message. Ain't nobody on there treating their wife right, their woman right, their husband right. I mean, the women start out treating their husband right, but you give a woman hell all her life or whatever it is, she gonna multiply that bull crap. And I promise you, this little hell that you give her, this big hell she finna give you, and it's gonna rain down like this. It's gonna overpower everything you do, because that's what a woman's created to do. She's created to receive. We're created to give. So if we giving her hell like that, shoot, boy, it's gonna rain down on you like a thunderstorm. That's why I said, shoot, let's bring the love into it, man. Let's bring the love back into it. I ain't trying to bring no hell to the woman that I get with. Get that. I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. and don't want to do it no more. I learned a new way. I learned the way of love, of kindness, of honor and respect. But don't nobody want to talk about that. They don't want to put that on television because they know you start bringing consciousness to stuff like that, their plan is going to fail. Oh, Planned Parenthood and stuff like that. Look at it, man. Look at TV for what it is. You see what I see. They use black folks to spread their message, to tear us down. They use black people of color to bring drama to the world. Look at it. Look how they kill you in the street. I mean, I'm just bringing awareness to it. If you don't like it, hey, the truth hurt. The truth does hurt. But look at it for what it truly is. The drama, all of that stuff. Oh yeah, I'm gonna come on in here. And then look at the kids. You barely even see the kids. And when the kids come in, what happens? Mama and daddy be separated. Mama talking down on daddy. Daddy talking down on mama, or try to manipulate the kids. Can you tell mama to let me back in the house? Always trying to whisper in the kids' ears. Trying to get them to say, oh mama, can you let daddy back? Can you let daddy come back? All the while the kid don't know that daddy did a lot of hurtful things to hurt mama. Tore her down, tore her to pieces. But don't nobody want to talk about that. Don't nobody want to tell the truth. I'm telling you the truth because I was even one of them, But I stopped. I did some things that I wasn't proud of. And I had to learn from it. I had to literally learn from it. And that's why I teach my kids differently. I tried to work it out with the mother of my children. I did. But when people don't see the change in you, it's not for them. It's for somebody else. When God takes somebody out of your life, it's for a reason. Don't bring them back in, or you'll go to jail like I did. You won't be able to get a job like I can't get a job. Like you'll be homeless, living at your mama crib, trying to get your life back together. Don't do those things, man. That's a problem. Even my partner, my partner, he was my partner. My partner Teasy, like that was my road dog. You know what I'm saying? But I was around that brother because I was like, okay, I'm learning from him, learning how to treat women, in a bad way. I'm learning that I could just go sleep with, because I was into that stuff. I was into it. But when I got married, everybody told me like, you gotta cut that brother off. He don't mean you no good. But I ain't listen to him. Everybody told me, yeah, let that girl go, because she don't mean you no good. But I ain't listen to him. But then nobody tell me I need to let my family go. When a man finds a wife, find your wife, you find a good thing. You have discovered a great thing. And you must leave your family and raise this family. You cleave to your wife and your children. But see, when you got one foot in the door, when you're trying to please your wife and then you're trying to please your family, trying to please too many people, things come at you. Because see, you conditioned that you love your mama, love your family and everybody else because you've been with them all your life. And then you got them in your ear telling you, oh, well, if your wife was to ever leave you, all you got is your family. So don't abandon your family. But the word of God tells us that when we get with our wife, we are to cleave to our mother, to our wife, and leave our mothers and our fathers. But you can take that in the sense of this. Yes, I'm not talking about leaving as far as abandoning them, but you take care of home first. You take care of home first before you try to take care of over here. And you don't do things to please people, you do things to please God. You don't become a people pleaser, because that will have you lost in this world. You do things to please God. That's why I spread the message the way I do. This ain't to please y'all. This ain't to please y'all. This is pleasing of my Father, my Heavenly Father. I can care less if somebody like it, if they subscribe to it, if they got a negative comment to it. Doesn't matter to me. The message is still going to be the same. That's what it's about. It's about the message. It's about bringing awareness to the truth. Like, no more lies. It's time to tell the truth. It's been time. Been a long time. But that's why my platform is geared towards that. Just bringing awareness to the truth of why we suffer from these things. Abandonment issues. Do you know the world literally has abandonment issues? Especially the black culture. Abandonment issues. Fathers don't know how to be fathers. Mothers don't know how to be mothers. Kids don't know how to be kids. It's like you want to be grown at an early age. You want to smoke, you want to drink, you want to party, you want to do all those things. And those things only lead to one true thing I can tell you right now. It leads to sex, and more sex, and more sex, and more sex. And eventually that sex leads to either venereal diseases, babies, and if you got a real one, he'll stay and help you out. If you don't, on to the next one. Try again. Like Swiss B said, on to the next one. On to the next one. So again, that's the problem that we have today. Abandonment issues. We abandoned what we were supposed to have been doing in the first place. If we would have listened to our fathers and our mothers, or we would have had a father to listen to, we would have, our mothers, we would have listened to our mothers as young men, we would have known how to treat a woman. We would have had our father there, we would have known how to treat a woman and how to be respectful. How to stay with just one woman and not to be a womanizer or a rolling stone, as the old folks call it. But we didn't have good examples. We had TV examples. The ones that come from the hood. Not everybody, but 80% of this world. Yes, that is the truth. So, let's make a change, y'all. I know it sounds like a Michael Jackson song, but let's make a change. Fathers, step up. Step up and be real men, real fathers to your children. And even if they aren't yours and you were the woman that has kids, step up. Step up and take care of that responsibility, because maybe that brother can't do it because he doesn't know how. Maybe that brother is locked up. Maybe he's dead. Maybe he just really don't want to be there. Either way it go, if you with the mother, step up. Take charge. No more of this abandonment issues, because these children are growing up without fathers. There's so many women out here with children. So many of them. And even some that don't have children, but still they just want to be loved, honored, and respected. We got to learn how to treat our women, y'all. We got to learn how to treat our women, learn how to treat our kids, and raise them up the right way. No more time for absentees. And if they leave, okay. Wait. Wait on God. Wait on the Lord. Hey man, if you enjoyed this video, you enjoyed this content, please like, share, subscribe to my Instagram, to my YouTube, to my Facebook platform. YouTube and Instagram is Knowledge the Prophet 2468, and my YouTube is Knowledge the Raven 2468. My Instagram is Knowledge the Prophet 2468, and then my Facebook is Knowledge the Raven 2468. I love y'all. Blessings to y'all. Knowledge.